Hey guys, it's Meg. I am here this week with a new video for you. This is going to be our standard tarot reading, so if you guys are interested in getting a message from the cards, please come on in, have a seat, and we'll get started in a moment. Really quickly, I just want to mention that if you like what you see in the video, please go ahead and click the like, subscribe, and the bell buttons, and that way you can see that way you can see more work from me if you want to. I post usually weekly, but sometimes there are few hiccups, and that's okay. But we make the most of that energy when we have it, right? Um, so yeah, I like, subscribe, and the bell buttons if you want to stay in the loop. I have listed my social media links as well as the decks I'm using for this reading. So if you want to get in touch with me outside of YouTube, or if you want to see the names of the decks I'm using, it's all there in the description, and we will see how that one goes. Thank you also so much for your support, any new subscribers that I'm seeing. I love you guys for being here, and I hope this message is resonant and helpful for you, okay? Also, there is a bonus reading for this video, so stay tuned. It will be time-stamped, so if you want to just skip over the main reading and see what I come up with at the very end, that's okay too. It's there for you if you feel it will be helpful. Okay, so let's get into the reading. I'm going to start with some oracle energy, and then we will move into our tarot and see what's going on there. All right, so to get started, we have the fox spirit. This is asking us to think on our feet. Okay. We have exceeding expectations, which says, I soar into excellence. Okay. There's exceeding expectations. Okay. And we have leap, which says, you go first, the universe will catch you. Okay. So I'm seeing that there's, for some of you, there is a need to release yourself into a new beginning. Okay, and I'm getting here with this leap card, because you're at the end of something, and you're likely feeling the need to start something new, but because you're kind of, I feel that something is making you very cautious, and that's okay, and that's totally okay. However, there is a sense of encouragement here with this exceeding expectations card, okay? Because while we don't know what's going on, or we don't know what's going to go on after we take this leap, okay, it could exceed what you're thinking will happen. And in fact, I feel pretty confidently in saying that it's going to exceed your expectations. Whatever happens here will exceed what you're looking to build. The thing, or it will exceed the expectations of what you're looking to build, right? Now with this fox spirit and this thinking on your feet energy here, I'm hearing the phrase be prepared. Okay, just be prepared for anything to happen, even if it is a disappointment, even if it is the best thing that could have happened in this situation. After you take the leap, after you're taking this leap, you'll see what happens. Okay, I'm hoping that makes sense, but let's move into our tarot and see what we can do to clarify this, taking the need to take this leap, potentially is hidden underneath this energy here, and how can we best use it to our advantage. Okay, so let's see here. I'm going to start with 3 cards, and then we'll see some hidden and clarifying energy here. Okay. All right. So to start with clarifying our main oracle energy, we have the King of Swords. Okay, so there's the King of Swords. We have Death. Okay. There's Death. And we have the Six of Cups. Okay. Okay. So in order to make the most of this taking the leap of faith, letting whatever happens after that exceed our expectations, there first needs to be a shift in mindset. Okay, part of the reason that we're experiencing this is that there is a shift in our energy, and it may feel uncomfortable. It may feel just it may be sitting wrong with you. However, the need for this shift to happen, I feel like, has been present with you for a long time. It really has kind of gotten settled into your system a little bit, and it may be relevant for some of you that you have been either ignoring it, or if you haven't ignored it, you've denied the fact that this energy is present in your space. Okay. So basically, you may be telling yourself, well, I know it's there, but I can't focus on it right now, or I don't want to think about that right now. But the fact of the matter is that you are, this leap of faith and this need to think fast on your feet is coming from the need to let something change and shift. Okay. Now, this shift might not feel comfortable, but because you have the Six of Cups here, I think the important thing for you to realize and understand is that reconnecting with your sense of joy, with the things that made you feel happy and joyful, especially when you were young, that's going to be what is going to help you make this shift in perspective a little bit easier. Okay. Yeah, reconnecting with your joy, letting your perspective on your situation shift a little bit so that it feels a little more joyful. It doesn't I don't feel it has to necessarily be completely comfortable, but going back to what you might have done as a child to make yourself feel happy. Sing at the top of your lungs, dance like nobody's watching, do something that isn't destructive to you, your property, to anybody else. And those things might be, might be a little more connective for you in this way. We'll see what that means for you in a minute here, but let's get into another deck. We're going to save our hidden and clarifying energy for the tail end of the main tarot reading, and see what the collective message is. Okay, so let's see what else we need to see. How can we supplement this message here? Okay. All right. So let's continue here. Okay, we have the Eight of Pentacles. I'm going to read this in reverse. So Eight of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Death card coming out again. So let's pay attention to this shift. So let's pay attention to this energy here. Okay. And we also have the Five of Cups. Okay. So yeah, there's part of this shift in perspective here is around how you're seeing this situation. Sorry about the camera shaking. It is about how you're seeing this situation, okay? And it is about what you can do to let yourself analyze and understand where the disappointments in your space have come in. But it's also potentially telling you that you still have places to go and resources to go there with, okay? So it's not completely, you're not completely out of the game yet. You're down, but you're not beaten, okay? So that's going to be part of what you need to shift your mentality towards, is seeing how you can keep moving forward in spite of the disappointment and the hurt that you might be feeling right now. But here's the thing, okay? For some of you, you might be very locked into this mindset of, I can't do it, okay? That's not serving you, okay? Especially because of this leap energy, of this need to think on your feet, knowing that, you are supported, believe it or not, okay? But the fact of the matter is that you have this Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and that's telling me that either you can't put in the hard work right now, or you're unwilling to put in the effort to make this shift because of whatever reason. Again, I feel like a lot of this is very uncomfortable, and that's fair. But the shift does need to happen, and it does need to, the shift does need to happen. Okay. You know what? I say all of this too. For some of you, you might be thinking, well, I'm not ready to make it, and that's fine. That's totally fine. I think you will come to this shifting energy when you're ready to face it. Okay. But if that's what you're resonating with, please know that some effort will need to be put in. Okay. All right. So there's your Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Let's see what else we need to see, please. What else do we need to see? Oops. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Okay. So we have, hold on here. Okay. Now that we're organized here. More information on the matter. We have the Devil. Okay, here's our Devil. We have the Six of Coins. In this case, it's the Six of Discs. Okay, the Six of Discs. And we have the Prince of Discs, or I'm going to read this as the Knight of Coins. To me, it's the same energy. If you know this deck and know this differently, let me know. And in fact, if you have a different interpretation of this reading, I'd be interested in seeing it in the comments if you feel safe to share. So, where it comes to taking action and building our certainly financial success, but certainly building building stability and groundedness. We've come up against some anxiety and some nervousness, some stress. There's certainly something obsessive about the way you're trying to go about building this right now. Um, some of you might have an unhealthy attachment to resources, materials, and certainly take that as you resonate if you resonate with that at all. Okay. The thing is, excuse me, the thing is that whatever this unhealthiness is, whatever this unhealthy attachment is, I think it's preventing you from being in a flow state, being in a state of reciprocity, but it's also kind of blocking off your ability to take action on growing your stability, certainly growing your material abundances, if that's something that you can do healthily in a healthy way. And again, I think this might be good to address what that relationship in your life is. Okay, specifically to resources or finances, that kind of thing. But there is a need to be a little more open-hearted and generous, okay? Because there are people in your space who do want to help you. There are people in your space who do want to see you succeed, okay? But it is up to you to put in the work and make sure that you're taking the leap when you feel the time is right to, okay? So let's get into our hidden energy. What's going on with all of this? Why are we seeing what we're seeing here? Okay. All right, we're starting with our Page of Cups. Okay, starting with our Page of Cups. We have the Two of Swords. Okay, there's our Two of Swords. Alrighty. And we have the Eon, which in this case is Judgment. Yeah, I believe this is Judgment. So we got to come out of our shell. We've got to come out of our darkness a little bit. Okay, and again, we're looking at the Death card coming out twice in this reading, so there does need to be a shift happening here. And specifically, we're putting in the work to address our relationship with resources, money, that kind of thing. This is, now because we have our Page of Cups here, there have been some very emotional things that have come up for you in this situation. And it may not have put you in a good place. Okay, certainly mentally, definitely emotionally. Okay, because we have our Page of Cups here. But it feels right now, this kind of feels for some of you that it may be too much or too big, okay, and that's fair. And I'm saying that because you have the Two of Swords here. There are definitely decisions that need to be made where this whole situation is concerned. But part of the problem that seems to be going on is that there are decisions that need to get made here, and they're not easy choices, okay? They're made even harder by the fact that you're probably missing some pieces of information that might be useful to you. And it might be uncomfortable, but you're going to have to go out and collect what you're missing. Okay, and that is, if you're feeling squirrely about that, I get it. I apologize for it. However, Um, it is important for you to understand that this is here. Okay, this energy is here, and it's ready for you to take part in, especially because this is going to help you grow spiritually, emotionally. It's going to help you understand how you're connected to the world around you. And by that I mean what your relationship is to money and resources. You know, hopefully that part of it helps. Let's clarify why we are seeing the Page of Cups and the Two Cups and the Judgment card. Okay, what do we need to know to clarify this energy? Okay, so to start off here, you have the Nine of Swords. Okay, yeah, there's definitely some anxiety here. Nine of Swords. We have the Knight of Wands. Okay, there's our Knight of Wands. Okay, and we have the Queen of Cups. Okay, so yeah, there's some emotions that specifically anxious, nervous energy, and it runs real deep. Okay, it's running deep enough that perhaps we're not quite, we know that we're feeling it, but we're not quite sure how to handle it. Again, let's go back to our Two of Swords energy here. All right, we have our decisions to make about how to handle this, but we're missing the information. Okay, and actually, perhaps some of you, if you're resonating with this situation, perhaps some of you have actually lost sleep over whatever this issue is. Okay, it's okay. You know what? It's okay if you're for you know that you're feeling anxious. Okay, because you are someone who is very much in tune with your emotions, and you know that you're feeling something. You know that you're feeling deeply, whether you can name it or not. You still have this sense that I really need to work on this, otherwise something isn't going to settle correctly, and I need for that thing to be settled correctly, right? The thing is, the thing that you need to remember here is that you have the ability to take action, because these emotions are driving you. They're driving your passions. Okay, they're driving you pretty intensely. Okay, and it is time to take action. Think on your feet. Be prepared to take the leap. And yes, know that you're supported. Know that you're cared for. Know that know that the emotions you have trouble naming are seen and understood, even if someone in your physical space can't help you. There are people who will be able to. Okay, and it's up to you to reach out. It's up to you to once again take that leap. Okay, so let me put the pin on the main reading for now. Let's see what we have in our bonus reading, and we will call it quits from there. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns for me, let me know in the comments. Get in touch with me outside of YouTube if you would like to. Everything is in the description. You already know where it is. So let's see our bonus reading for this video. Okay. But to get started, we have the Dragonfly Spirit, which says truth transcends illusion. Indeed. Yes, indeed. There's the Dragonfly Spirit. We have giving birth. I am bringing forth new and dynamic energy into the world. Interesting. Okay. Okay. And we have, you're already doing it. Stop overthinking and keep facing your true north. Yeah, okay. Right off the bat, I'm hearing that this portion of the reading is going to speak to you if you are a creative, if you are doing any sort of project that requires you to certainly put in a lot of effort, but create something that may be helpful or necessary in the physical space. Okay. But the fact of the matter is that you're going to have to dig deep. Okay. You're going to have to dig deep because this is such a creative, okay. This is such a creative period of time for you. And there's this sense that, yes, you want this to be really good. You want this to work out the best way it can. Totally fair. I'm the same way. Okay. But the thing is that you're dipping, very, very possibly dipping into perfectionism. And it's taking you away from knowing your creative truth, understanding your creative energy, and just because this should be easy, that you should be in a creative flow. And the fact that you are thinking and thinking and overthinking and continuing down this path of perfectionism, you're not doing yourself any favors by continuing to dwell on that thought. Now, if you do have a tendency towards intrusive thoughts, please sit with those and understand why they're happening. If you can, ask for help if you need outside sources. But know that you have truths that nobody can deny, right? You can't even deny them, okay? And those truths are going to help you be at your highest and most creative, okay? So there's the oracle. Let's see our bonus tarot here. Okay, we're going to start with the Six of Pentacles here. This is for our bonus tarot here. So there is a need to tap back into that generous energy, that flow state, that state of being where you can give and receive in equal measure. Okay. You're giving energy to this project, and I think one of the things you're worried for is whether you're going to get that energy back. This is where I'm saying stop overthinking it and just let it sit and rest in your system. Okay. It'll come back. It'll come back tenfold. Okay. It'll come back. So let's see some hidden energy. Okay. So I'm going to read this in reverse. This is the King of Swords. Okay, but it is coming out in reverse. So there's some things you're stuck on. I like that this is coming out in reverse because you do have the stop overthinking. You're already doing it. You're already in that flow state. Okay, it's going to be necessary to possibly put a pin in that perfectionism and get yourself in a place where your perspective on the project is a little bit more healthy and open-minded. Okay. That's our hidden energy, but our clarifying energy is the Ace of Wands. This is a new opportunity and a new way for you to channel your passions, channel your inspirations. It's a new time for you to figure out what you need to gently stoke your fire. Okay, keep yourself motivated, keep yourself present. And in that way, you will be able to stay in this yeah, stay in the flow of giving and receiving. Okay, alrighty. So that is about it for this reading this week, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you very much for being here. Thank you for supporting me, for being present with me during these readings. I hope they were helpful, and I hope I hope they were helpful. I hope they resonated with you. If they did, please go ahead and click all the buttons and get in touch with me. Everything's in the description, and you know where everything is. So again, thank you so much. I love you lots. And until the next video, guys, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.